Wagwan, my people, and welcome to the Steffan Phiri Show. I'm your host, Steffan Phiri, aka Black Boy Magic. In case Mutijena, for the very first time, this is a show that brings social media closer to you. We're talking drama, we're talking engagements, and there are a lot of engagements today. Because yesterday, was it yesterday or on Saturday, there was a Valentine. So we have a special package for you called the Valentine Special, where we'll share with you what happened on Valentine. Speaking of stories, one of the stories that I did cover last week, we did talk about Zodwa Wabantu being in Zambia, and that was crazy. And we did talk about how she was indecently dressed and whatnot, and it wasn't very nice to see. I do remember back then in the time of PF, we did have a situation where I think as a minister of religious something when Zolesa wantu kungena mu country, we did see the likes of Zodwa Wabantu being restricted to come into the country. We did see Lasizwe, the likes of Somizi, they were all not allowed to enter the country. But here in the UPND, I think things are a bit different, I would say. So Zodwa was allowed to enter the country. I think it was 2 weeks back, if I'm not mistaken, and she did a private party where and then I believe this was at the couple, and she did have an interview with news diggers, and then she did also appreciate the government for giving her the platform, or for allowing her, in short, for allowing her to come into the country, because she wasn't allowed to be in the country. So this is what news diggers said on their page regarding Zodwa Wabantu entrance. So news diggers says Zodwa Wabantu wows guests with daring dances. Thanks government for entry. The story was covered by Peggy Mwansakilwa, and she says South African dancer Zodwa Wabantu breezed into the city over the weekend and gave guests a private birthday bash. Exactly what former religious minister Godfrida Sumaili describes immoral dances. Lifting and twisting with daring moves, as attendees, especially the men, watched wide-eyed and with heart skipping a bit. So this was what was covered by news diggers, and they did mention to say she thanked the government for allowing her to be in the country. I don't know how to feel about this thing being promoted, but also when I'm looking at it from a different perspective. I feel like the organizers knew what Zodwa Wabantu is all about, and what she brings on the table, and for them to get her, they knew exactly the kind of service they were signing up for, and I cannot entirely blame it on other people, and I would blame it on the main organized, because why would they allow her to come into the country when they know that these kind of people were banned, or they were stopped from entering the country to do specifically what she did over the same party? But also, like I said, I think like they knew what she was bringing on the table, and that is what they wanted. That is the kind of entertainment they wanted, and she brought it. And I don't know, I just feel like they should look into it, especially the government. They should look into it. It is still immoral, kind of. I think we're not up to that level to entertain such in our country at the moment. I'm just speaking on my behalf, but maybe others still want it. But for me, I still think we still can't entertain that. This is not essay, this is not kubazungu. I feel like that is very immoral. Moving on, speaking about stories that we've covered back on my weeks, we've seen a number of accusations or allegations saying Nezlong na Xaven vinasila relationship yao inasila sivishtika vanasiana because swama postingana and things like that were said. I do remember one of the interviews where Nezlong was featured on the table and but no, and then he went silent from there, and also Xaven stopped posting him. But then Xaven did have an interview with news diggers, and this is what she said on the interview. Nezlong is a businessman. He can't be everywhere with me, Xaven tells fans. And then the story was also covered by Peggy Mwansa Kilwa. And she says, the Kopala Queen Xaven says then that Nezlong's absence from her recent appearances should not be mistaken for trouble in paradise, insisting that the rapper is a businessman with his own responsibilities. Her remarks came after a fan bluntly asked whether where the rapper was, a question that has followed in her interview. I did speak into this particular situation, I think, weeks back, and I did say these things, I think they don't concern us to a certain level, but we also need to know, we need to have the answers to whatever that is going on. If they are not together, or if they are still together, tufunukataziwa kuti ivi vintu vienda bwanji. But my explanation ya Xaven akamba kuti iai Wabantu, they are still together. She's insinuating, but she did not say they're still together. But akamba chaba kuti ni businessman Nezlong. So ama pezekati ali kwinangu ashitachita vochita still what in businessman ya meaning achani kapama gwira nsomba kapama gwira chani kapama ndo damango still what ni business bwanja mnachita. But she made mention to say he is a businessman, and she cannot be found with him everywhere she goes. But over the weekend, I think we did see a number of videos and pictures of them together. They also did an ad together where I think it was Kwama Perfume when they did an appearance together. I think that is to tell us maybe, I don't know if it's a facade or Wakari is still together. We don't know how this thing is at the moment. But Tizari Ndachabena Mawaya Nana Kambazaben to say, he's a businessman. This is why they're not seen together most of the time. So it believe they're still together, and then the reason why they're not seen together most of the times is because Nezlong amachita business. Moving on, the singer Ozzy, General Ozzy, was involved in a car accident in Monze, in the Kwanachitida accident. I did see the pictures. They were very bad, and I think a lot happened. But we have a number of posts that explain to how these things happened. So I'm going to read one of them at the moment. The first one will be by News Diggers, and it was covered by Taonga Tembo, and it says, Cope dies, General Ozzy hospitalized after Monze RTA. A 55-year-old police officer identified as Michael Nyirenda has died, while musician David Banda, Elias, General Ozzy is admitted to Monze Mission Hospital after a road traffic accident. Police say the accident involving a Toyota Lexus registration number BLD 3803ZM and the Toyota Axio registration number BAD 7178 occurred on February. So I don't know how the whole thing, how accident happened. I also talked into this, I think weeks back we did cover a story where it was also in the accident. A lot of things have happened when these things vikachitika vimachitika nivambiri vimachitika sometimes antamankala intoxicated venangu site isimangala bwino venangu amanga chabesi vamvera bwino vintu vambiri vimachitika ma mistakes ni ambiri amachitika pa road. So when people are covering such stories, I think they need to give us an insight of really what happened so that we know what to do and what not to do on the road. However, Zam had to say a number of things concerning the same accident here, General Ozzy, and this is what they said. They actually did two posts. The first one, they did a static post, and then they went on a live. They did a press briefing, and then afterwards they did another post. So we're going to see the first one which they did, and then we cannot do the whole entire live broadcast that they do. We cannot show you. You can just go on their page and you can check it out. The first post by Zam, which is Zambia Association of Musicians, says official statement, prayers for General Ozzy. The Zambia Association of Musicians, Zam, deeply saddened to hear of the tragic road accident involving our legendary brother and colleague David Banda, popularly known as General Ozzy, in Monze earlier today. While we are relieved that General Ozzy is alive, our heart go out to the family and colleague of Chief Inspector Michael Nyirenda, who tragically lost his life in this accident. We extend our deepest condolences to the Zambia Police Service for this loss. And the last paragraph says, we wish the five-star general a steady and full recovery, both physically and emotionally. During the difficult time, we urge all fans and music fraternity to keep him in your prayers as we await further updates. We did see today in the morning they did share photos and also videos of the evacuation, of which wenzo umtenga kumpeleka mu helicopter then wazambulisa kwa meni kuno kulusaka ku maina soko. We wish him all the very best and he should recover very soon. We still need him, and not just him, also the other person we mentioned, and also to the family that lost a person, my heartfelt condolences. So moving on this particular note, on this particular note, we're going to take a very quick break and we'll be back with more stories. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Steffan Phiri show. We've covered a number of stories today, and Apamanje direct Kuma Valentine special. So over the weekend on Saturday, we did see a number of Valentine's posts, and then kwenye na Valentine's amene kwenye my engagements, wena ngwenzo pasana ma flowers yaoneka mgani cabbage, yena ngwenzo usionze onekana niti, but it was a lovely thing to see. Ikuri nili singo sinenzeli happy. But to everyone who received flowers and everyone who enjoyed Valentine's with their significant other, Mandi, mnashita enjoy. And then speaking of Valentine's, we did see Towela Kaira being engaged. It was a good sight to see. And in Ambela Shabenit Mwandi, a lot of them were busy saying, no, uyu nchito wake ni kuvinisa chedoro buchi, but sanga upezi chikwati, but uyu mzano, akwatiliwa. Let's check out this video.
Oh, I used to say I would never fall in love again until I found her. I said I would never fall unless it's you.
that was Towela Kaira and the current fiance. That was a nice thing for us to see. I did love the setup with the Malmarosi, Chilavu, gorgeous. Speaking of engagement, we also did see Isaac Pomboloka engaging his fiance. It was a good sight to see. It was a good, nice thing to see. Let's check out this video.
They say the holy water's watered down, and this town's lost its faith. Our colors will fade eventually, so if our time is running out, day after day, we'll make the mundane our masterpiece. Oh my love. Never have I felt that I could be all that you see. It's like our hearts have intertwined into the perfect harmony. This is why I love you. Ooh, this is why I love you. Because you love me. You love me. This is why I love you. Ooh, this is why I love you. Because you love me. You love me. I found love in you, and no other love will do. Every moment that you smile chases all the pain away. Forever and a while, and my heart is where you'll stay. This is why I love you. Ooh, this is why I love you. Because you love me.
All right, so that was Isaac Pomboloka and the fiance. We did see the likes of Remy Kangwa there, a number of family members and friends. It was a nice thing to see. I don't know why people choose Valentines to hate us. I don't know what they choose Valentines to hate us, the singles. Why didn't they choose any other day? They just had to pick Valentines. Speaking of Valentines, we did see the return of Dorika Phiri, that she did her debut, another one after 24 years of being in the industry. And Abuela back, because he had stopped. Bob Bunkosha had stopped doing the Dorika Phiri character for some time, and then he did a return, and then the story was covered by Nkani, and this is what they said over the same comedy show. Alright, so Nkani says Dorika is back. Comedian Bob Bunkosha last night, Comedian Bob Bunkosha last night brought back his iconic comedy character Dorika Phiri during a special Valentine's edition show at the Mulungushi International Conference Center. The much anticipated return, dubbed jokes aside, drew a sold-out crowd. Dorika, a character that has enjoyed commercial success for over 24 years, had been absent from the stage for years and was warmly welcomed by fans. Before transforming into Dorika, Bob Bunkosha first appeared as himself, delivering jokes that kept the audience laughing throughout the night. The event also featured performances from most new and upcoming comedians and entertainers, including Vubwi, making it one of the most anticipated comedy nights on the entertainment calendar. So on this particular show, aside from Bob Bunkosha, so he did two characters. He did the Bob Bunkosha character, and then he did the Dorika Phiri character. And then manje kwezina bantu benangu supporting acts, the likes of Cosmas Ngandwe, Kwenzeli na Vubwi, and then also Kwenzeli na Ndine Maso Benzeli Wadi 4, Banashta, Benzeli Wadi 4 per stage. It was a very good thing to see on Valentine's, and I believe a lot of people had fun on that particular show. Speaking of comedy shows, we also did see a show by Chinglis and Smoke, and then here Benzeli per Valentine's, but it was on a different location, and then this is what happened on that particular comedy show. Yaba, Chinglins and Smoke. Let's check out this video.
Say, okay, so when can you soon? I say, that was Tuesday. Let's do Friday. Okay, cool. So I had to do research every month. Do research. Tuesday, Wednesday, food hunting for swimming pools. I kept a 150 somewhere. Say, how much is swimming? I go to this lodge, say, how much is it per swim? Because last time I checked, it was 20 kwacha. Now it's 50 kwacha. 50 kwacha per swim, okay, and 150, 100, okay, somewhere. Yeah, sometimes, one time it's best 10. Okay, book up. We went. The Friday came. Again, I went earlier. So I can scan. And along the way, say, Sir Chinglis, we are meeting today. Say, yeah, we are meeting. How are you coming from PHI? Say, my friend is dropping me. Because I was on the bus. The conductor is my friend.
Alright, so that was Chinglis and Smoke Yoshoya o Yenzena wa Mamaningi, and I believe Kwenzedi Bantu Bambidi, I did see the crowd kukuside vintu vinachitika. But so we've come to the end of the Steffan Phiri show. Do join me tomorrow at 22:30 hours right here on Diamond TV channel 271 on DSTV and channel 20 on Go TV. My name is Steffan Phiri, and see you.